Let's go over Star Wars The Last Jedi when it comes to the ending of this film. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So as you all know, if you have seen the film, toward the very ending of this movie when Luke Skywalker enters the rebellion base that's abandoned on the planet Crate, where Leia and crew is actually hiding from the First Order. Now, this is a real interesting scene because this is where Luke Skywalker's trick starts to take place, the Force projection technique. Now, little does everyone know that Luke Skywalker is actually very, very far away across the whole entire galaxy on the planet Ahch-To on his meditation rock, focusing on creating a double of himself. So in this scene, one of the biggest questions of all is, of course, did Leia ever realize that Luke Skywalker was essentially force projecting a double of himself to face his own nephew, Kylo Ren? Now, though I will say that in the very beginning, when C-3PO realizes that Luke Skywalker is here and Leia says Luke and they have a nice little reunion, I think at that point in time she didn't realize. However, there's one clue, there's one big clue in this scene that really does point that, of course, General Leia eventually figures out the trick that Luke Skywalker was displaying on the planet Crate. So, it's all lying within the dice, Han Solo's golden dice, where Luke Skywalker creates a pair of them and hands them to his sister Leia in her hand, and at that point she probably most likely believes that they are real. However, eventually we do see, this is the big pointer here, we do see that she leaves them behind. So she leaves the dice behind because she eventually realizes that they are not real, they are not authentic, they are just a double. They're a projection of what they really were. So I think that though Leia may have not realized Luke Skywalker's trick in the very beginning, when she first meets him for the first time in many years, it's been a very long time ever since Leia has seen her brother Luke. So in that moment, she most likely believed that he was real, that he was actually there. It's all about the dice though. It's all about the dice that once belonged to Han Solo. Now, I don't believe that she would actually leave these behind if they were a great piece of Han Solo's legacy. This is a big part of Han Solo's life, and I highly doubt that General Leia would leave them behind on purpose. So the fact that she left them behind in the rebellion base on Crate, I think that right then and there tells us directly that eventually Leia realized that Luke Skywalker was performing such an act where he was able to force project himself from across the whole entire galaxy. Now this is when, of course, Kylo Ren later realizes that, of course, you know, this is the dice that once belonged to Han Solo. He grabs them and they eventually vanish in his hand. Like I say, I always believed that that was a piece of symbolism of Kylo Ren's loneliness becoming all the more as we go into Star Wars Episode 9. So it is a very interesting subject for sure. You know, it is a big question on whether or not Leia did realize that Luke Skywalker was actually not there technically. So, in conclusion, I believe that she thought he was really there in the beginning and later on realized that he was not there and realized that it was all a trick and it all was about Han Solo's dice and why she left them behind in the rebellion base. So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.